Should they be asking, did you have an orgasm?
No.
If you've got to ask, the answer's no.
Do you want us to lie? Because we will. No. Don't ask if you don't want to know the answer. If you don't know if she's going on.
Would you lie?
She hasn't.
Would you lie?
I've lied. All I do is lie.
Welcome to Just Another Group Chat. What we're talking about today. Getting straight into it.
What women want. Sex edition.
Sex edition.
What we do and what we don't want.
So we've done a What Women Want before.
Yeah.
Went down very well. You guys loved it. It was much more like relationship based, the last one.
Yeah.
And we did like relationship wheels and other bits and bobs, which was great. Talking pure sex now.
Shock.
Shock.
Hey.
Shock, horror. However, we thought it would be interesting because as we keep educating people on things like what they should know, and I'm shocked at some of the responses that we've had so far on this podcast.
Yeah, me too.
Some of the responses we've had to things that we think are very basic, normal,
Yeah, behaviour.
that other people don't know.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd talk about What Women Want, Sex Edition. That will hopefully give some insight. Or it might be that some women go, no, I disagree.
Yeah.
Strap in.
Strap on.
That's in, not on.
Strap in, it's going to be, there's a lot to cover here. There's a
Okay.
lot to cover. Do women want to be on top?
No.
I don't mind it, you know.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it at all.
Again,
what I don't want is the 4 foot squat, like span, like you know where you,
4 foot squat?
Yeah, if you see it on porn where like the girls have got their legs like right out and they're squatting down,
I know what you
up
mean.
and down.
Like they're literally squatting.
They're literally squatting onto the
Because
pin.
my balance isn't that great.
I'm clumsy as fuck.
So you mean
But also-
you mean you'd go on top if you were on your knees but not on your feet?
Yes.
Yes.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
No girl wants to be on their feet on top.
Nah.
It's not fucking gymnastics.
And especially like if the mattress is a bit soft and it starts to
yeah.
go and you're like, and then
the-
you get the
then
cramp.
the bounce doesn't quite work.
Then
Nah,
you get
together
thighs,
and
nah.
your
this-
thighs cramp.
And then if he slips out and you go back down and it's like bang and it's, oh God, so many experiences. But no, I don't mind going on top, but I need to be stable.
You need some
Yeah.
secure,
Yeah.
some security with your
Yeah.
knees.
Get your hands on my hips, like help us out.
Yeah. Help us out. Yes.
Don't just flip like that and look at us while I'm like flailing about trying to be
on.
sexy.
It's
Yeah.
quite it's tiring as well.
Yeah,
It is.
Like it can be. So you've got to have a bit of stamina and stuff. Because I think there's a difference between a guy being on top and a
there
girl
is.
being on top.
Yeah, there is.
100%.
Because the guys being on top, the movement that they do is very much like back and forward. We're going up and down.
Yeah.
Two different things, very different muscles.
They can just literally move their hips. If
Yeah.
you're on top, you have to move your whole body.
Like it's a difference between
You have to
standing.
lift yourself up and down again.
It's the difference between standing in the gym and rocking your pelvis backwards and forwards,
Yeah.
or standing in the gym and doing a million squats.
Yeah. I like a rock.
So that's when guys
Yeah,
are like,
rocks-
"Oh, she doesn't
yeah.
get on top." Well, hang on, because
That's
it's
why.
a bit more of a workout for the girls than it is the boys.
Yeah.
Women want to come first.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just like to come at all, to be honest.
fuck, I knew you were going to say that.
It's not a given. It's not a
but
given.
It's probably the patriarchy, and I said it first. It's probably the patriarchy that has instilled this in us. But to me, when a man comes, that's the end.
It usually is, though.
Yeah.
So that's
usually
why I
is,
think we're
and I think
obsessed with
that's why
coming first, because you come first or you don't fucking come at all, which is grim.
For me, I think the difference is women can have 2 orgasms. Men can only have 1. So, from my point of view, give her that first orgasm first, the clit orgasm, go for that.
Yeah.
Winner, boom, tick, done. She can keep going after that.
Yeah,
She can have
and-
penetrative sex
and it's
have a
tighter.
potential other, and it's much more sensitive. You've got much more chance after she's already had 1 orgasm of making her come again
Yes,
by penetrative sex.
correct.
So everything's heightened by that point, and she can keep going. So
Do
to
the maths,
me,
boys, do
it
the
makes sense.
Yeah.
Make her come first, then carry on. She's going to have even better time when it comes to the penetrative sex.
Yeah. And even if she doesn't come from the penetrative sex,
Doesn't matter.
She's had an orgasm, so she's
Exactly.
not going to be pissed off at you when
Exactly.
you flip and get off and roll over and go to
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah, exactly.
But sometimes I also would like to come last. So like if he comes and then, but then is so into us that he actually cares about my pleasure, so
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we'll continue and help
Yeah.
me to come. Just so you can like lie down and then just be like, this is lovely.
Yeah.
You know, like the post-nut clarity. Or bliss or whatever. Because do you know what I mean? Because sometimes when you're with a guy and they'll come, like they'll finish and then
They just roll over
and
like,
they go, and they're proper basking in it, and you're just like, well, this is
I do that.
great.
I'm like, good night.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally. No, I don't want to talk to you. Shh.
Imagine.
Text us. It's fine.
Texters.
Seriously, I can't be dealing with all this, like, let's talk about anything.
Oh, I like a chat.
I like a chat.
Oh, nah. Fuck's sake.
Not
you're
about what's just
done.
happened.
You're in that blissful state of
It depends if you're in the blissful state.
post-nut clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's a good point. If they're chatting, they're probably not in the blissful state.
Like,
That actually makes a lot of sense, to be honest.
Doesn't it?
I don't really come that often with other people.
So actually, yeah, that's your sign. Mm-hmm. If she wants a conversation, she's probably still horny.
you haven't worn her out.
Yeah. Actually, that's not fair. I do actually like a conversation sometimes. Mm-hmm. I do.
Can't be asked.
So are we saying she comes first? Women want that?
I don't think it matters.
I think it's just important that she comes at all.
Yeah,
comes at all.
literally.
Like,
So if on that, should they be asking, did you have an orgasm?
no.
If you've got to ask, the answer's no.
Do you want us to lie? Because we will. No. Don't ask if you don't want to know the answer. If you don't know if she's coming on,
Would you lie?
She hasn't.
Would you lie?
I've lied. All I do is lie. All I do is lie about it. I make a rod for my own back. And I don't know why I do it. Every time I go to have sex with someone, I'm like, right, this time I'm not going to lie. And before I know it, I'm like giving it the big one. You
Do you
can
know
give
why?
me an Oscar.
In that situation,
What,
because
so you
know
fake
it's-
it as well?
Yeah, oh yeah. Like
Do you?
full, like pulsating, faking.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've done that
Like the
before.
full entire shebang?
Oh yeah.
Because you just, it's never going to happen. So you just want it to end.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah.
So you're like, if I put this massive show on, and he's just going to,
There's going to be loads of people.
he's going to nut and then we can just go to sleep.
Not loads of people. There's going to
Gonna
be
be
people who
people-
listen to this podcast who's going, eh?
Like,
Yeah.
I did such a
I'm
good job with
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry.
No,
but
you didn't.
chances are probably.
So percentage-wise, how many times do you actually come?
with someone else?
Yeah. Percentage.
Now or overall in total since I started?
In total.
Humping.
In total, humping.
In total.
Oh, dear me.
Some maths that.
That is some maths. Now, like 100% of the time.
But you're in a relationship, forget that.
But
Because
previous,
he knows you very well now.
The big
previous to that, the big man. It's his full name. Mr. Big Man, you. Before that, I would say half.
50,
Half
50. No. Penetrative or not penetrative?
No.
So let's break this down.
100% clitoral.
Clitoral. So 100%. So in terms of we'll talk about just clit orgasms now.
Right.
Percentage-wise of how many times you've actually come.
2%.
I thought you meant twice. I was like, fuck
Well,
me,
might
mate.
as well be.
Yeah, I would say. So are we excluding relationships?
If we exclude relationships,
We're
then
excluding
like
relationships.
fucking once in a blue.
Yeah. If you're excluding relationship, none.
Not that I can recall.
Really?
Oh, mate.
Nah, to be fair though, I would say a similar thing.
It's a very specific.
Oh no, there's one
Thing.
There's one person. Bang on every time.
Really?
Yeah. That was
Some people just have the touch.
good
don't they?
times.
Do you know what? Happy times.
Good times. There's one person who was definitely knew
Just
what
knew.
was ready to be
Oh, you
done.
meant he was new, as in like
No.
He's
to
brand
walk
new to sex and things.
No, that's kind of weird.
it is. weird.
weird.
So no, he that one person definitely. I think it was very much just a sex thing between me and him anyway. But it was very good and great. But other than that, not very often. Oh wow! So penetrative. Let's include relationships for
relationships.
penetrative.
Not very often.
I've had two exes that could make me come nearly every time
Yeah.
through penetrative
Same.
sex, But I have to be on top.
I've had one ex who could, but there was reasons for that.
How ominous.
Big giant penis?
Yeah, massive penis.
Big giant
massive
willy.
penis.
Yeah.
It was huge.
One of my ex had like a bit of a curve in it.
Yeah, same. So did he.
It's just the one.
Oh
It's
my
the
God.
absolute one.
So maybe it's men with the curved penises are the ones that.
Do you know why? Because it gets the front wall, and that's where you want to be.
where you want to be?
That is where you
Don't
want
want to be up. You need to be
I
forward.
You
just
need to
love
be
the action.
like round. Like, do you know what I mean? Because
Hooked.
you've got the G spot if it exists or whatever. You've got.
What do you mean if it exists?
Well, I mean, fucking hell, nobody's found it yet, Kim.
I hate to tell you, Hannah. I hate to tell you,
True.
but there's lesbians all over the world now going, you are absolutely
I
wrong.
know. Well, if you want to show me something different, DM me, please. This is the era of good sex.
I'm telling you, there's females or bisexuals or lesbians everywhere going, yeah, this is not sex.
Yeah.
For those people.
Yeah. I say it online, like lesbians and bisexual women and stuff are like, are the hetero women okay?
I know.
It's like,
Yeah.
no, we're not actually.
Are we not?
Well, I'm not.
We're not.
I'm not, but
Yeah. You're not hetero either, though.
no.
So, but I mean, yeah, no, in all honesty, it's not the same with a girl. Doesn't quite, like, they know.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it helps.
But in terms of, I'm talking penetrative sex as
Yeah.
well. So, oh my God, wait, we've just realised women are better at giving orgasms through penetrative sex than men. That's messed up.
Yep.
It's not that surprising, really, is it?
It's messed up.
If you
but
want
not
something
surprising.
done,
Yeah, that's messed up. But what I think men need to understand is like, penis is not the only tool.
yeah.
It's not the only tool.
I think women would like to have toys in the bedroom.
One of my things
Like,
is here, using toys with a partner.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
Yeah.
Often?
Not often.
It's only been a recent thing.
With relationships or with people new?
Relationships.
Can't remember.
Can't remember.
Nah, I can't remember.
Fucking.
I
all
think,
just a
I think
blur.
it should be with new people as well.
Oh, yeah. It's been with new. It's
Oh
been
yeah, I
with
wouldn't
new
exclude
people.
it. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, you've got to hit a certain time period before you get the toys
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I think it's harder. Is it harder to come when you meet somebody new? Because you're not as...
So you haven't got as much practice.
Yeah,
Haven't had
because
as much
everyone comes
practice.
in like
You don't know
via
each other, do
different
you?
routes.
You don't know each other. You haven't got to
Yeah.
know what you both like.
Got to build it up.
I'm saying this, I'm speaking from women's point of view.
Yeah.
It's quite easy for a guy, I think.
Yeah.
So, interesting. All right. Obviously, we've got foreplay, right? Women want foreplay.
Correct.
Afterplay.
Oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with the people who you talk to? Afterplay.
Afterplay.
Behave yourself.
What is this?
I love the different personalities.
Laura's like,
absolutely not.
Hannah is nah.
buzzing.
I'm like, this
I've
is
either
you.
I have a
got
new
list
thing.
of things I need to do or I need to sleep.
You've just given me a ticket to Disneyland. Tell me more.
Afterplay.
Crazy bitch.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
I need to know.
Afterplay. So, obviously, when you've had your orgasm, when you've came, whatever, instead of just lying there, afterplay is, it might be going backwards through that foreplay. So it might be that if you started with, I don't know, working your way down the body, you might work your way back up the body.
That's just sex again. That's not
no,
afterplay.
it's like a cool
like
down.
foreplay. Yeah, it's a cool down.
Well, I didn't
It's
do
a
that
cool
neither.
down. It's a cool down. So it might be that you started, I don't know, boobs and tummy and then working your way down. You might go from down to working your way
Yeah.
back up to boobs, tummy. Nice.
then
You have
just
little
nice, a little
kisses,
kiss.
nice. Afterplay.
And then you do your stretches.
I only need one little kiss. Night.
So you're literally like, orgasm done, don't touch me, don't speak to me.
Yeah. You are dead to me
I'm
now.
busy.
Bye.
I'm busy.
What are you busy doing?
Things,
What,
stuff.
in the middle of the night.
No, I don't know. I don't only have sex in the middle of the night.
She gets up
It's
at
not
5:30 in
1910.
the morning.
Oh, the clock has struck 8. Laura's knickers are off.
The darker nights come in. When it's dark, you can have sex.
Watching for the street lights to come on.
Yeah.
Hey! Yeah.
Take it off.
All right, so when you do have sex at night, what are you doing then? You just don't want to be touched, you don't want to be spoken to. You're
Not
like,
that I don't want to be like, we'll cuddle as we go to sleep, but I'm like, night. And what I don't want is a conversation.
Yeah, but what about, you don't have to conversate? You don't have to
Don't have to do that either.
You don't have to have a conversation. You can just say, I don't know, after place, not a conversation. Is it?
But I just feel it's
You don't want
unnecessary.
sensitivity, do you?
No, it's like, okay, now sleeps.
So what's your thoughts on after play?
I'm going to give that a go.
Give it a try.
Yeah. Why not?
There's a few different versions of it and stuff, but
It's going to get Googled after this. Incognito, obviously. If you know, you know.
Work Wi-Fi.
So on talking, let's talk talking then. Do we want a conversation?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I
So
want to
read
have
your audience, basically.
conversation beforehand. Not necessarily a conversation during a full conversation, but still communication. Do you know what I mean? Still like
More signals.
checking in and
Oh
this, that,
yeah,
and the other.
signals and that kind of shit.
But then afterwards, I love just lying, just having a little
Chatting.
chat
I
about
don't-
now.
I quite like a chat, to be fair.
I think it's quite a nice bonding thing.
It is bonding. I think the chat wouldn't last as long if you were fully satisfied. Potentially.
Maybe I'm just well fucked.
Do you know what I mean? If you're fucked, totally fucked, literally and physically, would you be wanting a conversation?
Probably not.
Nope. Night night.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. It depends on what kind of sex you're having, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you have a nice, slow, sensual, whatever.
So on that,
Barry White in the corner.
there's a for me, I don't think everybody understands this, but there's different emotions, there's different sex types or emotions.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you can really kind of say or I guess judge a sexual experience until you've gone through a few of those different sexual types and emotions.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
So
yeah.
you need you don't need, but you might want to try the different types. Like there's passionate sex, there's sensitive sex, there's
angry sex.
angry sex,
Sad sex.
sad sex.
Mates just both cry while you do
Have
it.
you ever had that?
No, I haven't. I'm not that much of a goth.
I know somebody who has.
Oh,
cried
really?
During sex, yeah.
Shit.
We laugh our heads about it now. We actually laugh our heads. We laugh our heads off about it.
Children.
What, like,
Like literally.
or just like one dramatic listening to you?
I
or
don't
like
actually know the ins
use
and
your
outs.
teas as lube situation because
The innuendos are bad, aren't they? Frantic or desperate sex.
I like a good frantic.
Yeah.
Have you ever had proper close sex?
I mean,
Like-
I mean,
how much closer can you get?
I mean, they are
They're
inside
literally
you, Kate.
inside your body.
No, I mean like
Or like nose to nose. Fucking hell.
Like eyeball to eyeball. Like,
I mean like close sex where you're like very close and it's quite
Yeah.
intimate.
Yeah, I think so.
yeah,
Close
I
intimate
quite
sex.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's
nice.
loads of different types, isn't there?
yeah.
Do you judge a person? We don't judge people, but do you I guess make your mind up about somebody before having all of those things?
Yeah.
Do you?
What do you mean? I don't understand. So do I look at somebody and think, I'm never going to have angry sex with you?
Yeah.
No.
Or do you look at someone and go, I really want to have frantic sex with you?
Oh, right. Okay.
Or
Yeah.
I would really like to try passionate sex with you.
Yeah. Is that not dependent on the dynamic you've got?
Like the relationship.
Yeah.
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 I think it's mostly in a relationship, isn't it? Like, because I mostly just have drunk sex.
So no, I don't think it is. I think this is the thing. Like if you're on a night out
Sorry,
or anything, or if you're like dating,
I've just remembered.
if you're dating or anything, like how do you know which vibe you're gonna get? Or is there
Yeah,
like
true.
first date sex?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think
Maybe
there's
there's
a
a full timeline of sex? Like
The life
different types?
expectancy of your
types.
sex
Yeah.
life.
Like levels.
Oh God.
You level
Like
up
level
to-
1 is like date sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First date
It's
sex.
a bit fumbly. It's a bit...
And then level 2 is what?
Start to get to know each other, start to push the right buttons.
And then you get like to frantic, then you get to passionate, then you get to
And then you'd exploratory, where you might be outside or you might like do random shit like
I just think you can't.
toys and...
I don't know. I just
can't
think
remember-
you've
can't
got to
remember
be
it.
able to like. You've got to be able to see somebody in the both moods: frantic and passionate, and slow and sensitive.
Yeah, if you're in a relationship with them.
So you try the full
But if
buffet.
you're just shagging them, then
Yeah, but I don't think. Why if you just shag them, what you just have the same type of sex every time?
no. But you're not necessarily going to have romantic sex with somebody who you like who
Why
it's
not?
purely sexual
Then
with.
that's feelings.
Because that's feelings.
Not
don't
feelings,
get
it's
those.
sex. We don't get those. We don't have the feelings.
No.
If it's just sex, you just in that moment, innit?
I can't do that. You know I can't do that. I get
Laura,
too,
you can.
like,
Oh, I can, but it's never romantic.
What?
Like, I don't, if I'm just having sex with someone, it's never like romantic sex.
It's never like sensual slow.
Nah.
What?
Nah.
I'd be inclined to agree with you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Why? Because sensual slow equals feelings.
Yes.
Aye.
What?
All the eye contact and the intimacy and the. I feel like that sets off
Yeah.
a load of hormones that you just didn't need. Do you know what I mean? And oxytocin, that where it's like, you love this person now. It's like, no, I don't. So I keep my eyes shut.
Just got a hole in the sheet. Just like that.
Just have the sheet over my head.
I will not
Don't
look
look
at
at
you. I
me,
will
don't
not
look
catch
at me.
feelings.
Pretty much, yeah.
Don't make eye contact. It's like Medusa. Don't look them directly in the eye.
Yeah.
All right. Spontaneous. What?
Spontaneous. Jesus.
I'm American. Spontaneous sex.
Don't say that either.
Jesus. Fucking hell. What's the word?
Spontaneous?
Thanks. My brain stopped working. Wow. Wow.
Off the cuff sex.
Spontaneous sex. Do women want spontaneous sex?
Yes.
Laura, yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to say it a bit quicker, hon?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, again, it depends if you're with a partner or if you're with someone that you're just sleeping with. And it also depends. So for me, like, it took a long time for me to be like, I need to have my legs shaved and I need to make sure that my fucking pubes are trimmed and I need to make sure that my hair's washed and that I'm, which I mean, obviously, you know, hygiene's very important. That is something women do want. But I think probably fixated a bit too much on it to the point where spontaneous sex was like, no, I need to go and do stuff. Where now I'm like, fuck, whatever.
Oh, right. So you instead of being caught up in the moment, you would be more conscious of your hairy legs.
Yeah. But now I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. All right. Straight away, yes. You want spontaneous sex all of the time.
Yeah. Not all of the time. But I just think it's the best kind of like, oh, didn't see that coming, literally. I think it's my favourite kind.
Surprise waking ups. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Maybe.
So a surprise wake up to somebody either, I don't know, giving you a blowjob or whatever. Or
Eating you out.
eating you out.
Wow,
nice.
that was said with such viciousness.
I just feel like it's really weird how I wouldn't say like giving a blowjob or something, but when it comes to talking about women, like oral sex on
I just say
humans
oral.
with vaginas, you just say oral, or you, like say like eating you out or licking you out.
Licking you out.
Feels
oh my God.
really
Makes
filthy,
us feel like
doesn't it?
14.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? We need to
Ugh.
come up with a new phrase.
Just oral, hun.
But then why don't you say just oral for blokes? Why do you say give a blowjob?
Don't know.
Dig deep.
Patriotic.
That's 100% the
So spontaneous sex, people like it. I would say yes, but again, kind of pick your audience, I guess, and like make sure your
Yeah.
timing's right. Because if they're knackered coming home from work, exhausted, like sometimes I just want to have a shower and I want to get my pajamas on and take my bra off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But then I think that's the time for a quickie.
So if you do that, my
Yeah.
suggestion, that's the case, my suggestion would usually be, do you want to have a shower together?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be like, oh no, I've just got to, I would just be like, let's both get in the shower together and then I can have a quick shower.
Yeah.
I'd meet you in there, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's ways. If you want spontaneous sex, or if one person wants it and you don't because of hygiene or whatever it might be, or if you're a bit more conscious of shaving your legs or something, you might say, just give me 2 minutes and I'll meet you in there.
I'd be like, do you want to come in and shave me legs?
Bring the hedge trimmer.
Frantically. Do women care if during sex a man loses his hard on?
No.
No, it happens.
So it happens. What do women want when that happens?
Carry on with her.
For them to feel comfortable enough with you that they're not embarrassed by it, and
Yeah.
that it's just like, I'm going for the serious answer, and that they're like, Laura's like, just get down there.
We're not doing anything with you, clearly, so
Yeah,
here's my window.
And like, it's okay if like,
Oh, yeah.
I want you to talk to us, basically. I don't want you to get in a fucking huff and then somehow make it feel like it's my fault.
Yeah.
So basically just be like, all right, cool, I want to focus on you right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could even literally say that, I just want to focus on you.
Yeah.
And then it's like, cool, I will lie back and enjoy myself or whatever. There's other tools, hands, toys, things.
Yeah.
That means she can still have a very good time. I think what boys need to understand is if the D is out of action, it doesn't mean she can't have an orgasm.
The T's not out of action.
No, exactly. Tongue.
Or the tongue, the T's not out of action.
The F's aren't
The
there.
fingers are not out of action. Oh, wow. We're getting there.
T's and the
Yeah.
F's.
Yeah. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really weird.
All right, yeah, but basically, we've just talked about penetrative sex and how many times a girl actually has an orgasm from that. You're probably better off using some of the other tools you've got anyway. Mix it up, change it up. You've
Yeah.
probably got more chance of her having an internal orgasm if you use all 3 tools than you do if you just use just the one.
Yeah.
Very true.
Let go of that ego,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah. And understand where the
Plug
actual,
in that one.
Understand where the G spot is. We're not aiming up.
Curving.
It's not aiming up. Does everybody know this?
Yeah.
Laura, I feel like you've had some good experiences.
Well, I have, but is it not just common knowledge? But then we said this about
No, because there's
not
the
knowing where the
jackhammer
clit is.
on the next
Like,
thing.
Come the fuck on.
You know, but there's the jackhammer thing of just the fingers ramming. Yeah, no, but it's not fun. Nobody like
It's
does right.
awful.
Girls,
I
does anybody out there,
No.
anybody like the jackhammer?
No.
That's porn, that. That's porn and
So
squirters.
is there anything? No, but even if you wanted somebody to squirt, you don't jackhammer.
No.
You go.
It's not necessary.
You,
Yeah.
you do the curvy
do
thing.
the curl. Do the little curvy.
And the
curvy
next thing
curl.
is, it doesn't have to be a frantic action. It can be very slow and
Yeah,
still
yeah.
be very good.
Stop punching me, Fanny, basically. That's what it feels like. That is what it feels like. And I don't want that.
That should be funny. Oh,
I think that's fair. I think it's a fair request.
I really, really worry.
I
about
don't know. I've never
your
related.
sexual
that I've had.
experience, the sex that
I've
you've
never
had.
related. I've never related to anything as much in my life.
Stop punching it.
I
Stop
worry about
punching me,
both of you.
Fanny. I worry about both of you.
Punching you funny.
Have you never had like a jackhammer? Like someone proper.
Laura, you've
go
had a
for it?
jackhammer.
You have.
Not that I would describe as punching. I mean, Jesus.
Oh, and they're getting in flipping knuckle deep.
Well,
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, it's
Feel a
fair
bit-
enough.
Feel a bit unwell.
As I do.
Feel a bit pale.
I feel a bit nauseous.
All right, women want you to take your time.
Nah. Nah.
No?
Again, I'm a very busy woman.
You're a proper wham bang, thank you, ma'am sort of
I
situation,
am.
aren't you?
Don't get us wrong. There's a time and a place for like.
Wait, we'll make this clear. You're not a sensual person. If you were having sensual sex, you want it to be quick and wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
No, I think there is a time and a place for sensual sex.
If you're in the mood for sensual sex, do you want them to take their time?
Yes,
Okay, fair enough.
but that mood doesn't happen very often.
Very pragmatic, aren't
Yeah.
you, about it? It's like,
It's like,
Do
I've got a
this,
job
do
to
that.
do. I
Put
need
it
an
in.
orgasm today. Take it off.
Yeah,
put
Get
it
it
in,
done.
get
take it
out.
off, put it in, take it out,
The dishwasher's
go to
done.
work. Yeah,
Choking.
I'm quite fond.
Quite fun.
I love choking, but here's one for you.
Oh God,
Fucking squeeze the side of your neck, not the front, because nobody wants to die. Like, if you, for the YouTube people on YouTube, it's here, it's not here. Because that happens.
Han, like I'm not being funny.
That
Hang on.
happens.
What do you mean it's here,
So
not
it's like-
here?
So it's like this.
It's high up in the neck.
It's like, but
So we'll explain for the listeners. We'll explain for the listeners.
Yeah.
Like what she means is it's higher up, and it's not a full entire. Yeah, basically.
Start at the ears and work down a little bit.
Yes.
Don't grab her so you can feel her flipping esophagus, like struggling for breath. It's not sexy. Nobody
I feel
wants
like you
that.
need a safe space to talk.
This is it.
This is it. Yeah.
Happens to be with everybody on the internet.
Hey,
All right. Okay. So choking is a yes. do you want permission? Permission? You know what I
Now
mean?
to fucking spot.
Consent. I think there should be a conversation beforehand.
Can I choke you?
Like, are you into it?
Someone says to you, can I choke you?
Let me strangle you.
I would be like,
Why not punch
why are
your
you
vagina?
fucking asking us?
Yeah, I would.
For me, it's literally, okay, so I'll make this very clear. I think it's quite obvious you warm up to it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So you maybe stroke the neck or do whatever, you warm up to it, you give it a little, maybe it's a tiny little squeeze, they'll either move your hand away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls who
Or
don't want it will move your hand away. They'll
Say,
literally
"What the fuck
take
you
your
doing?"
hand and go, oh, and move your hand, or they'll say something like, oh, go down on this, or something.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah,
change
yeah.
the
Yeah,
vibe, or they'll moan and they'll make it very clear that they want you to do that again.
Or sometimes they'll put your hand on
On the neck.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very much a language, a body language thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a non-verbal thing, isn't it?
Do you want your makeup to stay on all day? If you do, WB Co have the brow products for you. My favourite combo is extra strong soap brows with the brow pencil. I've tried this exercising, swimming in the rain, and it does not move. We're giving an exclusive 20% discount code for all of our listeners. You can use the code AFTERPLAY at westbarnco.com for 20% off. So that's AFTERPLAY at westbarnco.com. Back to the show. Pulling hair, kissing necks, all of that kind of thing.
Again, pulling hair, do it from the root, not the flipping length.
That's true.
We're not in a playground and it hurts.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
To be made.
Where
So,
it
it from
feels
the
really nice from the root.
Yeah.
And it also
but
stimulates.
not the
blood
not the total
circulation.
end of your hair here.
No.
It's a bit like,
No.
oh, what you doing?
Yeah.
Don't. It has to be the
Yeah.
root.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good point.
Like if her hair's tied back, which if she knows what she's doing, it should be, then get hold of a ponytail.
Yeah.
The actual
Yeah,
bubble.
like
Yeah.
the actual
the
bubble.
not the end of the
Not
ponytail.
the end of
Don't
the
give it a
ponytail.
get
It's not Madonna. Like it's
Yeah,
not
it's
like.
really
do you know
not
what I mean?
Madonna.
Like,
Trying to snap my neck.
yeah. Don't give hickeys.
No.
Where you can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're all 30. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah. What do we think about switching positions every 2 seconds?
Yeah. Well, you've got to give yourself a chance to get in a rhythm, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because if you're changing it up too much, you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
It's a bit like what kind of like show are we trying to perform here?
Yeah.
Like let's just enjoy each
Yeah.
bit and
Yeah.
see which one we're enjoying.
End up feeling like you're in Cirque du Soleil.
What if someone basically is going to come in your mouth? Should they be warning you? Should they be asking you?
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. If somebody flipping came in my mouth without asking, I'd spit it in their face.
Would you?
Yeah. 100%.
Would you actually?
Do you not think it's really disrespectful? I think it's
Not at all.
no.
No.
I think
mean-
it's proper degrading me.
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're giving them a blowjob, what are you expecting?
Well, I'll move my mouth.
No, but so are you? Are
What do
you?
you do? Like dodge it?
I know. Like,
Space Invaders. I thought you of all people. Oh, actually, no, if it's in your mouth. If it's on your face with your eyelashes.
Oh, if it goes on my eyelashes, game
They are,
over.
see?
You will never see me again.
so
That's why
what
keep
should
it in
they
your
be
mouth and
doing
that
when
won't
it
be a
comes to
problem.
actually if you're giving them a blowjob? Are you going down on them? You're giving all whatever you want to say.
It's really difficult because I've had some people go, "Can I come in your mouth?" as it's happening, and I've gone, "Nah."
Yeah.
No.
What do you do? No. And then just stop.
No. Well, I just like
Orgasm denial.
just
Pop a blue ball.
finish it off. I don't. It depends on the situation, but I don't like the feeling of it,
In your mouth.
and it makes us want to be sick.
That's fine.
And I think-
some people don't like it in the mouth. That's
tell you what
absolutely fine. I don't think, right, okay, here's one. We want to actually know this. Do you guys care whether you spit or swallow or come in the mouth?
I will never understand the concept of spitting. Never.
What?
I don't get it. It's in there. And this is, again, very pragmatic. It's in there. So the quickest and most efficient way to get rid of it is to swallow it.
Absolutely not.
But it's warm and like a little bit like
So is
viscous,
coffee.
isn't it?
Viscous.
I know, but it's the viscousness of it. Do you not think?
Like-
Coffee's like water.
Nah, but unless you're with... it's not like gallons of it.
Speak for yourself.
Like, fucking hell.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but even just that, I don't like
taste.
jelly, so I'm never.
I don't like.
So I'm never. I don't like the
I
consistency
don't like jelly.
of jelly.
I don't either.
So I just feel like
If
it's a
somebody
slightly
came in my
watered
mouth
down
and it was jelly,
version.
I'd be out of the moon.
And also it tastes
Raspberry
weird
jelly.
sometimes.
I just
especially if
don't
you
think
drink
you
a lot
should
of
be doing
coffee.
anything for the other person's benefit. Like in term that you maybe wouldn't do if it. Do you know what I mean? If
Yeah.
it makes you a bit like, I don't really want to do that. Don't be doing it.
Yeah. If I was a squirter, I wouldn't expect them to. If I squirted in their mouth, like I wouldn't expect them to swallow it. Partly because I think it's actually whey or something. But like,
Yeah, I think the jury's still out on that.
yeah.
So you're a swallower. You don't care. You like, cool, come in my mouth, whatever.
Yeah.
Just you need the communication.
It's like sitting next to a fucking porn star.
Well, it's not though, is it? It's just,
Just pragmatism.
it is.
You're literally like efficient, aren't you?
And
It's
why
like
are you going to spit
efficiency.
it on your carpet?
Spit on his,
I've worked,
in his belly button.
I worked long and hard to pay for that carpet. I'm not going to fucking spit jizz on it.
No, not spit on the
That you can you can also
might as well wipe it on the
you
curtains
can
when he's
also there is a technique that you can do where
Oh, here we go.
you
medical professional.
you don't have to spit it and you don't have to save it in the mouth either. You can kind of keep going and just let it fall at the same time as
recourse.
so it just goes over them.
Right.
And then they just have to clean up
Yeah.
and you don't have to swallow. That's absolutely fine. That's totally normal.
Yeah.
All you don't have to have it in your mouth, get pocketed like a fucking gerbil. Like
It's me like fucking hammy hamster.
It's my little cum pouches.
Oh, that's what I'm going to start calling me cheeks and cum pouches.
you don't have to save it. Like you can just give the blowjob as they're coming, like let it let it run.
But what about
now,
if it
see,
goes?
that's too messy.
What about if it comes out with some force and hits the back of your throat?
You can still keep
Do you
going.
not gag?
And just say bullseye when you're
Um,
finished.
I have a technique, so it doesn't do that.
Right. Well, we'll talk about this off pod.
You can,
Oh, didn't it be fucking... This is what we're going to talk
You
about
can-
off pod, is it?
as you're doing it, you can lift the back of your throat so it doesn't hit the back of your throat.
Listen,
Yeah.
what kind of fucking
It also,
magician are you?
It's a wizard.
it also kind of brings everything a bit further forward, so it feels like it's deeper.
You're like a fucking snake. What are you unhinge your
Do you
jaw?
dislocate your jaw or something?
What on earth?
No, you just lift the back of your tongue
We're all trying to do it now.
Oh, well.
as if you're going to cough.
I feel like I'm just forcing a fart.
Do you reckon there'll be people driving along listening to the podcast trying
Go
to
on.
cough now? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, can you try it now?
I'm just like,
You're not doing it.
I'm like retching.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, dear me. It's like Kegels all over again.
I'm doing my kegels right now. Why are you looking at us?
While I'm in the productivity meeting.
Why are you looking at us? There's a technique, so you can close off your throat a bit, so it doesn't hit the back.
Okay.
So you're not so open and like vulnerable.
That's what it
I
feels
think,
like.
I think if you're on your knees and you've got a cock in your mouth, your vulnerability is pretty much spent.
All right, okay, cool. Moving on. Do be confident. Do we want confidence in the bedroom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know I think men want that as well, because I know I say I'm more confident and more. My sex drive goes up when I'm more confident. But regardless, I don't think for men it's got anything to do with what you look like. Like they would rather you be confident regardless of what you look like.
So confidence, basically, what women want, we want confidence.
Yeah,
Yeah, we want like total full confidence.
yeah. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance, though.
Yeah. Well, arrogance would be there's no result.
Well, there we go.
Romantic roughness.
Yeah.
What is romantic roughness?
Oh, I got tingles.
Well, it's more of a like if they're gonna choke you, they'll like tickle your neck first.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
passionate? Am I right?
it's like I think for me it's the sensitivity and emotion of, but with the roughness.
With the carnal.
This is
Yeah.
what
Desire.
this is what everybody loved about 50 Shades of Grey. It was romantic roughness, and it was
Yes.
because he was highly emotionally obsessed with this girl, but his way of dealing with that was by like dominating her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do all girls want that? I think the sales and cinema viewings of 50 Shades of Grey will answer the question.
Yes.
And that was a very poorly written book.
It was very poorly written.
But what does, for the men who might not know what romantic roughness is, how do we explain it to them?
I think it's like you love them, but you want them.
Yes, I think that's a really
More
good
like
way
a
of
need. isn't it?
Yeah, like a carnal desire,
Yeah.
but you are in
But
love
you
with them at
want
the same
to
time.
caress and be
Yeah.
sensual.
Yeah.
And
Worship them. You want to be worshipped, don't you? You fucking do, man. You want to feel like a goddess, don't you?
Well, yeah, this is true.
I think it's things like physically, because men will be like, I don't know how to do any of that. Like physically, what is it? It's eye contact, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
closeness.
But not too prolonged eye contact because that just freaks us out.
Right, then it gets a bit
You're like,
serial
"Oh, what are you fucking
killerish.
staring at?"
it is that kind of closeness and romanticness mixed with rough sex.
Yeah.
Kissing.
Because what does rough sex look like without the romanticness?
Porn.
Anal beads.
Are you trying to tell me that you don't think anal beads can be romantic?
No,
I have to take your fucking birthday present back.
No, don't.
it's like trying to get, I guess, anybody wanting to figure out what is romantic roughness. First of all, watch 50 Shades of Grey. It's pretty obvious.
Just do that.
I think it's the roughness with the respect, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
roughness with respect.
It's like
So,
roughness with adoration, isn't
yeah,
it? Like,
you can have that sort of carnal, whereas roughness without might be, you might spit in somebody's face. You
Yeah,
might
that's
flipping,
true.
Like spank them so hard their feet
And
come
that's
off the
very
floor, like.
different. Girls want, I think girls and women do want rough sex, but they want romantic roughness.
Yeah, you want to feel safe at the same
and what is
time.
very important in this area is for a man to know his own strength.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Because romantic roughness can soon catapult into just plain old roughness
Yes.
if they don't realise their own
True.
strength.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yes, I know the story you're talking about.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. My friend.
I asked the girls, some of the girls, and I've put it on my Instagram as well, for a list of things that they want during sex. Somebody's put more than 30 seconds, ideally. Compassion and tenderness. Again, this is the feelings and the emotions, the
Yeah.
different types of sex. Like some people, do you have a preferred emotional type of sex? Or do you just like mix it up?
I like to mix it up.
Do you have a standardized one in a relationship that you always go to? Is
No,
there
I
such thing as relationship sex? Like that's as an emotional thing?
No, I don't think so. I think it, yeah.
For me, I just can't have sex if it's not got a little bit of passion.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Like, what's the point?
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Think about what you're doing when you're having foreplay, someone said here. So actually think about it. No autopilot, please.
Yeah. Don't just try and flip and tune your tits in like the radio and then go on the jackhammer and then get your boxes.
Oh
Could
my
you
God.
imagine?
Do you know what it is? That's
We've
happened,
experienced
though,
that 100%.
where someone has turned the radio on and then jackhammered the fuck out of you.
Yeah, and then gone, fucking get in there. And it's like, no, this is awful.
This is actually
And I
not
hate
fun.
you a little bit.
Wow.
And I really liked you before this.
Yeah.
And now you're just horrible.
Yeah.
Lubrication. Do we want lubrication?
Yes.
What about,
If it's needed.
so when I was just going to say, what about, do you have different, I guess, times of the month or anything where you, or area, or like, I guess, times when you maybe is a bit more in your head and you can't, it's the same kind of thing for a boy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
maybe can't, especially if you've been on the drink or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like you can't sometimes do the lubrication thing. Should we or they have lube ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think as well, you know how sometimes as a woman, you know that you're not going to come. That doesn't necessarily mean I don't want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
But then that's the one
Yes.
thing I do communicate because I'm like, almost in a very pragmatic way of don't waste your time because it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that I'm not turned on, that I
Yeah.
don't want to have sex with you, that I'm not really into this. It's just I know for whatever reason, whether I'm stressed or whether
It's the same
I'm
for guys.
mortal.
Like they have experienced. I don't believe any guy out there that hasn't experienced a time where they've been turned on, they want to have sex, but they've lost their heart on.
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
Or they're even
If-
maybe having a wank and they've lost their heart on. Whatever it might be.
Anyone trying to
it
tell you that is
happens.
lying.
Yeah.
Absolutely
They're lying.
lying.
They are. So I think for girls, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like we can, you know, it's not just a fucking button that we press.
No, exactly.
there's a few other things like pay attention to nonverbal signs, communication, make them feel like a goddess, cuddles and hair strokes after. Laura, your worst nightmare.
I like a cuddle after.
What about a hair stroke? Or like a head itch? You know,
I
when they're
love a
like,
good
yeah.
head scratch, yeah.
Yeah.
Love a good head scratch.
When a woman says, keep going, it's not because she's watched porn and she thinks it's a good line.
No.
It means keep fucking going.
Yeah.
Yes. Because if you stop now,
When
you've
she
fucked
says
it.
don't stop, it means, oh, you're in a good spot.
Stay
Keep
there.
doing exactly what you're fucking doing.
Yeah.
Or we're going to be set back another 20 minutes.
Yep.
And I'm going to be mad.
Frustrated and yeah. Short nails.
Oh,
necessary.
nah.
And
So
good
help me,
hygiene.
Jesus.
What?
If you are having sex with a man and he's got long nails, you need to check yourself. That is vile. I'm only talking for obviously male-female sex here.
Yeah.
So obviously it's very, very different for two women. But if you are having sex with a man who has long nails, you've already made a fatally terrible error.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a thing here, you're not expected to know everything immediately when you start seeing someone.
Oh, no,
so
that's part of the fun.
Yeah. It just basically says be open to learn, prioritize
Yeah.
pleasure. And yeah, I think there should literally be like time, I guess, set aside for, do you have like a list or anything?
Of things that
I've
I
got
like.
a spreadsheet. It's on Monday.
I've got a full-on document.
No, like
Polypod.
if you first start seeing someone or anything, are you like, is there a list in your head where you're like, oh, I'd like to do this with them, I'd like to try that?
I've got a PowerPoint presentation.
Mine's on Canva.
Oh!
Not sponsored by Canva.
I mean,
Yet.
Canva listening.
No, but seriously,
Yeah,
or do you just go and think, we're just going to see what happens?
No,
I'm
because
more,
that,
of a,
there's
I'm more of a see what happens person.
there's too many times I've been caught out, and then I've been slapped in the face. I've been flipping somebody's flipping cum in my mouth. Somebody's put their finger up my arse. Like there's just too many variables where I'm like, I wouldn't like
Please
that.
tell me that wasn't all the same event.
No, although that would explain why I'm so freaking traumatized. But no,
Oh, God.
there's hard limits that I'll like communicate, and then there's things where I'm like, I like this, and I like this. But I don't give them the full rundown. Some things you.
No, I don't mean like sit there before you're about to have sex. I
Whip
mean
a
like you might be
clipboard out.
texting or you might be messaging. You might be like, I'd love to do this with you, whatever it might be.
Oh, yeah, that's the best
Yeah.
kind of foreplay, I think.
Yeah.
When you're getting to know someone and you're like,
Especially if you're seeing them that night.
yes.
Yeah, it helps when you see them after that conversation.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it does.
Okay, don'ts. A couple of don'ts, what people don't want. Don't leave her unsatisfied.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And then someone's put, ask. We've already had this. Should you be asking?
Ask
You
what?
said no.
What, if
Like
to have
ask.
sex?
No, ask if they're satisfied.
Oh, definitely don't ask.
I think you can be satisfied. Women can be satisfied without having to have an orgasm.
So if a carry on.
But it helps, obviously. You can still be satisfied and be like, that was really.
Yeah, but like I've just
Because it might
described,
be-
sometimes you know it's not going to happen, but you still
Yeah.
have a really good time.
Yeah, and it's really either sensual and bonding experience, or it's really frantic and you just needed to exert some energy or whatever it is, and that leaves you. I mean, there's always going to be a little bit of like, would have been nice, but it's not always
Don't
possible.
ask, man. It's not a
But
time
don't
for
ask.
analysis.
You shouldn't have to ask. You should be able to tell straight away. Like this
Yeah.
person is still like wants this, or this person still wants to keep going, or whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
Did one of our lot say ask?
I don't know actually.
Because I'm going to go out there and
Yeah.
absolutely have words.
Excuses why you don't wear a condom.
Don't want that shit.
As in like an excuse, like they've said, I'm not going to wear a condom because.
Yeah.
Because I'm just too big.
Oh no,
Oh,
like, you've
I've
never
shut
actually
up,
had
man.
that.
Have you seen that thing where the woman is like on... I
Puts
think
it on her
she's-
head or
Yeah,
something.
she puts it on her arm. She puts it on her whole arm. I'm like, right, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
out of the window. It doesesn't feel right. It's this, it's that, it's the other. It's like,
Well, I've had guys. Have you asked them to wear a condom and they've given you an excuse? That has never happened to me.
Yeah, it's happened to me.
Yeah.
Has it?
Yeah.
They've given you an excuse.
Not recently, but in my youth.
What, they've just said, no, I don't want to. Because
Just said,
Oh, I don't like the way it
wanna.
feels.
Yeah.
I've said, you know what else you won't like the way it feels? Mhm.
You've got Ben hanging around your neck.
Exactly.
holes in their duds. For anybody not from the
Oh,
northeast.
I know exactly where that's come from.
For anyone who's in the northeast, duds is
Sweet
is
Jesus.
pants or boxers or underwear. We all know who that's from.
Yeah, it's amazing. She's right though.
Family Guy won't get us in the mood. Don't put the TV on in the background.
Yeah.
It's very true. Okay, there's another one earlier on. Music. Should they be putting some music on?
Nah, but you didn't want Barry White in the corner. You'd be like,
Boys to Men.
literally.
I think
Like,
it's
come on.
Oh God, I don't know.
I think people should have a sex playlist.
Yeah, I think it helps.
Laura's fuming.
I think it helps.
Nah,
make you feel
I'm sorry,
sexier.
but especially with the different moods, if it's like you can. In fact, I think people should have a passionate playlist,
Oh,
a sensual
Jesus
playlist. I think
Christ.
that. Imagine,
yeah.
that would be. We would be, Laura. You would be much happier with that situation. Don't pretend you wouldn't.
I know, but can you imagine? Sorry, Pet. 1 minute. I'm just gonna log on to Sonos, and I just need to select this. I'd be.
Oh, it's not
long
connecting.
gone.
It's fucking
No,
Not connecting.
no.
I'd be doing my ironing by this. point.
No, if he'd put the music on already
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I
started
don't
playing the
think it's a
music, do you
staple.
know what? No, but you could. This could be a whole game. I mean, no, because you'd need to change the music up.
But to be fair,
You
like
could imagine. Let's have spontaneous sex. Spontaneous. Why do I keep saying
spontaneous
this?
sex.
Let's
You
have
need Alexa. Alexa, play a spontaneous sex playlist. As you're like rushing to get your pants off.
Yeah. Don't know. But yeah, Family Guy will not get us in the mood.
No.
I mean, no, I've never. No.
I lost my virginity and Team America were on in the background.
There you go.
It was the sex scene as well.
Was it? Oh my god.
my
That's
God,
it. Why was that not thought through? Like,
None of it was
why?
thought through, to be fair. But
Oh god. No silence, obviously.
Obviously.
We've
we know
discussed
how,
this.
yeah.
Be aware of your size and don't squash us.
I mean,
Like, do they mean physically? Do they mean size of the human or size of
Size of the
I
human.
think
I
size of
would
the
assume.
human.
Yeah.
Because if it was size of the apparatus, it would be more like don't rip us in half.
Yeah.
All right. Be aware of your size. Don't squash us. Right. Have you ever been like laid on top of?
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it?
Do you think?
I think
Got like
so.
a weighted blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's quite nice.
But with a penis.
Yeah. Sometimes I just want to be. Just lie there for a minute. It's quite nice. I quite like being a bit squashed.
That's a kink. Squash kink.
Oh God.
It's not a king. I'm not like.
That's
yeah.
Kim's foreplay. She's just like, will you just lie on his place? Just fail his sex.
Just puts the sideboard
Get
on top
that,
of
get
it.
that squashy sex playlist on.
Alexa, play Squashy Sex playlist.
No. Right. This one's very good. Don't ask for oral. If we want to give it, we will.
Yep. I agree. There's a lot of pressure comes if they're like, "Will you suck me now?" And then you're like, and then you're like, and if you're not really bothered, you're like, now I'm gonna have to do it because he's asked.
I just think
be
it's a bit like,
into it.
oh, right, yeah, okay. However, we ask for communication.
Yeah.
So
It wouldn't bother me. I don't know. No? Because if I didn't want to, I'd just say no.
But non-verbal communication as well, though.
I just think if
take
somebody
you by the top
likes
of the
that
head
and
and
they
do
enjoy,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's worse.
Yeah, that is worse actually. Yeah,
much
maybe
worse.
maybe it is all right. Yeah. Don't know.
I don't know. Does it make you go? I don't know. What does it make you do? If someone's ever said, "Will you go down on it?" or "Will you suck me up?" as you said so politely.
I don't know. I just think I'd be like,
Just go. Aye, all right.
sometimes I would feel like, well, I was intending to anyway, but fuck no. all
So
right.
that's where I'm a bit like,
Yeah.
I actually was gonna, but you just fucking rushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be like, don't rush it. I would be like, I will, but not right now when I'm busy doing this.
In
other
my
thing.
own goddamn time.
Yeah, it's a bit like I'm taking
Yeah.
my time and I'm enjoying myself, and I don't want to be rushed.
I've got a plan.
That's the only thing.
I've got a plan.
The only thing it feels like for me is it feels like you're being rushed.
Yeah. Like get on to the
potentially.
next bit.
If
get on the
yeah,
next-
if it's like go down on us, it's like I feel like you're rushing us.
I'm more likely to be the one doing that. You've got a window.
Do not grab our head while we give oral. It's a shit house move.
Oh, I like it, me.
I don't mind it.
I mean,
I actually quite like it.
I do. Do you?
Yeah. If it's again, it can be sensual.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
not when you're
There's-
gagging and you're trying to move
Yeah, yeah,
away
yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
mean this hand?
Yeah. I mean, like
When okay, for
forcing-
listeners, it's like the bouncing of the
Yeah, bouncing
basketball.
the
Yeah.
basketball.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. I don't mind if they're like
you can get
stroking
hold
me
of your
hair
head
and that.
in
Or,
a-
Yeah, like there's a strokey hair situation.
as long as they haven't got hold of me ears, like fucking like the World Cup. Oh my,
They can
do you know what I mean?
but they can do it in a sensual way.
Yeah, that's all right. That's kind of.
Being a twat all day, then expecting a shag.
I feel like that's me.
I don't know how people feel about that, but I think again, angry sex can be good.
Yeah. Like
Make-up sex.
Do you know what? I've sometimes, present relationship excluded so far, I've often thought, do you know what? I can't bear the sight of you, but I want to have sex.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have it anyway.
Yeah.
And it just
can't bear the sight of you.
It just annoys us that you're probably going to enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
Don't put your fingers in the back, then the front. We'll get a UTI.
Who's doing that?
In the back, then the front. Fingers in the back, then the front.
Well, they might have gone front, mightn't they?
Front, back, front. No.
You've got 10 fingers, to be fair. You didn't need to be putting the same one in both holes.
Even if you just go two hands, back and front.
Yeah. Like cowboy.
Like
Oh my God.
Draw.
yeah.
It's got you like a flipping rotisserie chicken.
Yeah,
That's fair enough because
Yeah.
it's not worse than a UTI.
yeah.
Flipping knacks.
What should people be wearing? What do we want our partners or people to be, people that we sleep with, to be wearing? Like someone's
Like a
put,
gimp suit or something.
don't wear a t-shirt and nothing else. There's nothing.
Oh, there's nothing worse than your little
nothing-
willy hanging
Well,
underneath your
someone's put,
t-shirt.
Winnie the Pooh vibes are not sexy.
I'm there. Absolutely not.
Imagine having sex with somebody who's got a Winnie the Pooh t-shirt on and then nothing else.
No. Might as well leave your
It's
socks
not for
on.
me. Though.
No, didn't leave your socks on. Didn't leave your t-shirt
Take
on.
your socks off before you take your pants off as well.
Yeah, because otherwise it's like you stood
Otherwise
there
you're
and
gonna
just
see
your
you.
socks.
And like when you bend down to take your socks off, you get a full view of your flipping chocolate starfish.
God, why?
I'm really minging today.
You
Sorry.
are minging, aren't you?
Yeah, I think I'm ovulating.
Oh, dear God.
Apparently, what is wrong with some of the girls? Honestly, made up things like a chin wank. It's not a real thing and it hurts.
This is me.
It's you. It's not you. That is not you.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
A
a
lad
chin
that
wank?
was having a relationship.
That is
with,
ridiculous.
try to convince me that a chin wank was a thing.
How do you even... I mean, I've got... If we're going to talk
How do
about
we
chins,
chin wank?
He literally like put his chin on me clit and then like rubbed it up and down.
What?
Oh,
He
the
was-
other way
no,
around,
I
on
thought-
you?
Yeah. I don't even feel bad saying this because he's actually a massive arsehole. But like, yeah. And he had stubble. It was awful.
Oh,
It knacked.
Oh my God.
It knacked.
mine's just gone inside itself.
And then he was
Yeah.
like, no, yeah, it's totally a thing. Like, it's
It's
on like
not.
porn and stuff. And I was like, no, it's not.
I think he's got a bit of a kink.
Oh,
He's a bit of a dick, so I hope he's listening.
I mean, imagine he's just walking around with his chin like everywhere.
Yeah.
How many wanks has he
I
given
mean,
to
what's
girls
that
with that
going to
chin?
look like if you look down and there's something?
Hilarious.
Oh my God, imagine. Like giving it. Oh no, that's horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was, and it was so sensitive
Oh,
and like slightly pleasurable, but mainly painful.
No, that's horrible.
Yeah. Oh. So it's not a thing,
might as well just tack a roof into it.
We don't want you to rub one flap over and over.
please.
I mean,
Please don't. It's a given.
one flap.
Don't come on us and then expect us to clean it up. It's your mess. Lend a hand.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah, if they come on you, I lie there like a corpse. And I literally lie there like a corpse and wait to be bathed like Cleopatra. I do. I'm like, you've jizzed on me. Fucking tend to it. I do. Next time you see him, ask him.
Do you actually? Oh my God.
Do you have
that is
cum rags
brilliant.
on that? Next to
I
bed,
have
baby wipes.
Baby wipes in my bedside cabinet.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
And I
it is.
literally just lie there like,
That is goddess energy, that
and
isn't
if you
it?
want to talk to us, that's the moment, that's the window you've got while you're cleaning us off.
You've got
That you
30
can chat.
seconds
Yes.
while you bathe me.
While you
Absolutely
bathe me.
fantastic. That is
That
That is
fantastic.
new goals, that, innit?
Honestly, because I just think, no, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm
How did you
covered in
get to that? Did you just lie there and wait for him to do it the first time round? Or did you say, I am fucking Cleopatra?
Well, he just offered.
Good man.
Obviously.
And I thought,
definitely,
well,
obviously.
And if it's depending on where it is, I'm not going to get out of my sheets.
True. Also very true.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point.
And then the conversation window gets even smaller.
Yeah, that should be a thing. Your mess, you clean up.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Or at least offer.
What does anybody know what the pit bull shake is when giving oral? That's you again, isn't it? It is.
It's fucking marvellous.
What's
I've
the
never heard
pit
it
bull
called
shake?
that, but it's marvellous.
So what's it? Oh my god!
Is it a pit bull with
You're not
something
a fan
that does
then?
the shake? No.
Oh, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
What do you love about it?
With just the right amount of pressure
Right.
where it needs to be, and then the shaking.
Yeah. Almost like a vibration type
Oh,
vibe.
honestly, mate, don't write it off.
Okay. Maybe the chinwag put us off.
Yeah, it should as well.
Oh, I love that.
I'm surprised you're having any more sex after that.
Well, it is.
A tongue in the ear? No, thank you.
No.
Nah.
No. Nah.
I'd rather you stuck it up my arse.
Honestly.
Not gonna lie to you, that was chinwag guy.
No.
Oh my god, he's got oral issues.
He really has.
Anyway, slapping the hot dog in the bun. It does nothing and it's a bit weird.
Oh, right, like
Slapping the hot dog
slapping it on
on
the
the bun.
Yeah.
like as in just in between your flaps.
Just
yeah, it is
just,
weird.
Just on.
Like what you're doing.
and you're just lying there like,
all right. What's
Yeah.
all this?
it's almost like
I've had it done once before and it wasn't bad.
I mean, if
That's
it's a
just
precursor,
pointless.
if it's a precursor to up you go, son. Then
but
fair
then
enough.
I feel like it's like, right, how are then?
yeah, like are you lining it
Like
up?
I like yeah. Just checking. Is this thing on? Testing.
Is this thing on? I actually totally missed that. Why are you crying? What did I miss?
When you slapping the hot dog on the bun, it's like
Is it on?
testing. Is this thing on?
oh,
I've got that tickle just.
it really did.
I don't want a marathon.
I hear you, sister.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like
Like you don't want to be doing it for hours?
Just
Yes.
going for hours and hours and hours
you're like, oh God.
and hours.
What's your thought on eating loads of food and then having sex?
Oh no,
No.
I'll spew.
So if you go on a date, how do you navigate that?
Just don't fill your face.
Get him to pick you up and shag first.
Or
I mean,
Like
there
the-
is that.
or you could say start the date early at like 6 or something, and then
Go
have
for
like
drinks after.
and then go for drinks after. Or you could like share a pizza and then go for drinks after.
Oh,
Go get soup.
Nah, you didn't want soup, mate.
Sloshing about while you're on top doing the flipping.
Pizza's fine if you share it.
Yeah.
You can still have like good food. You don't want soup.
Soup. It would actually be the worst, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Especially if you're drinking, you need something with.
See, I can't share a pizza with Chris. White
That's
bread
true.
doesn't agree with him. It would ruin it.
Oh, yeah.
White bread, what?
Doesn't agree with him.
I doesn't know. So you can't have pizza?
Well, he can, but the results aren't sexy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's your go-to date food?
Meat. It's literally meat. I know
Meat?
this, yeah.
Yeah, like steak.
Oh, so you go to the fancy places.
You
And
need
then-
to eat like quick digestible foods.
And then like
protein.
drink and watch a film or something or do
Yeah,
something. And
there's
then
got to be a
then
good. Yeah,
you've got to have digested a little bit and then have
Yeah.
the kind of relations.
the relations.
If you do like our podcast and you do enjoy listening, please give us a little follow, even a nice review. They mean the world to us. We do read those things and we buzz off it, don't we?
Yeah, we do, to be fair.
Genuinely. So, yeah, if you like these podcasts, please go follow us. Get yourself onto Spotify or Apple Podcasts or YouTube. Any channel, however you want. Get yourself on TikTok and follow us there. We'll probably be posting all of the podcast stuff more so on that TikTok now. Probably if you do follow us via Westbourne, maybe shift over to the podcast side of things and follow us on TikTok instead, because we'll probably be posting most of our explicit conversations over there going forward.
Of what TikTok will allow.
What TikTok will allow. Yeah, absolutely. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's been relatable. We will see you next week. We've just